Hey, how's everyone doing? Hope you are having an amazing day. Today we're going to get into the subject of building trust in your relationship, right? Building trust in your relationship by working on supporting each other. And, I think they have a really beautiful relationship. I think when there's trust in a relationship, we feel that our partner is here, they're present, they are wanting, they are willing to support us. Because if you think about it, if you think about the opposite, right? Imagine that you are sick and you're frail and you're at home and maybe you get a cold and you're like, oh, I'm sick and I can't go to work and I want some soup. I know I like soup whenever I'm sick. If your partner doesn't call, they don't show up, they just get up and go to work, they don't text you during the day, there's a lack of support. And when there's a lack of support, then we start to question, this person, they should be here for me. We want to be able to trust that our partner is going to be there for us. We want to be able to trust that our partner is going to support us and be willing to support us in the way that they like to support us and in the way that we like to be supported, or I like to be supported. So to build trust in your relationship, try to look at that area. And a fun way to do it would be that you get a sheet of paper, kind of like this one, right? And on the sheet of paper, you write down, how do I like to be supported, right? And maybe you put bullet points, 5 or 10. An example for me would be, I like to be supported by just physical presence. You don't have to say a lot, just be there with me. Like, share space with me, and that shows me that my partner is willing to support me. And then after that, right after how I like to support me, then write down how my partner supports me, right? So my partner supports me, and that's through your lens. What do you see? Maybe your partner supports you by making meals. Maybe your partner supports you through words of affirmation. You can do it. Or through words of kindness, words of love. I love you. You're important to me. All of those beautiful words. And then once you do that, share it with your partner. And when you share it with your partner, you're sharing it to be able to connect with them, to be able to show them, here's a blueprint of how we can connect. And that builds trust. Again, it builds trust because we trust people that we know are going to be there for us, are going to support us. And if I caught you on a random day and I said, list some people that you trust, and you would say blah, 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 blah. Maybe you throw in there a person named Bob, just random, right? And then I would ask, okay, well, why do you trust Bob? You probably would tell me things like, well, Bob has been there for me in the past. Bob will be there for me in the future. Bob is here for me in the present. And you probably can give me a lot of examples of how he was there for you in the past, how he's there right now for you in the present, and how you expect, right, him to be there for you in the future. That, my friends, connect to building trust. And something that I think sometimes impacts couples is whenever trust is damaged. And I kind of go on a little tangent here before we finish off. If trust is damaged, it's difficult to build it, but it's not impossible to build it. It just takes time. It takes time, consistency, commitment. And one of the ways that we can do that, we can build trust after it has been hurt, is by supporting each other, by being willing to allow that person who has hurt you in some ways to support you, to be there for you, to help you build those pieces, to build yourself up as you're going forward. Because the beauty is that if your partner supports you and you support your partner, and then you look at your past, you're going to have a very beautiful past, because you're going to be able to look at the past and say, we supported each other and then we made it to this point, and we are strong, we are united, we are together because we have been present for each other. So as a takeaway message, right, before you click off or you head out, how do I put this? Being able to look at trust, not just as I believe you, but tossing more things in there, tossing in their support that your partner gives you, support that you give your partner, practicing, the things learned in this video over time. It does help us in our relationships to be able to solidify that bond and to feel closer and more connected to our partner and more secure with ourselves, which feels good, right? Security feels good. Stability feels good. Doubt doesn't feel too good. I hope this video is helpful, and I hope that you're able to continue to wake up every day, asking yourself, how can I be a better partner today? Take care.